All right, how to do a little check. But haven't done a video in a while on anything. Kind of didn't have any ideas, but I do have a lot of stuff that I've come up with, or that I've been getting. Been getting some more things. For instance, I got the Commander AMG Commander uh, timer or whatever that syncs up with practice score and all that to go along with the other two that I have, the SG timer, and then the pack, or not the pack, but the whatever two, the blue one. I don't know if I'll do a timer review. Everybody kind of does that, but kind of just messing around with this thing. It's a little interesting. The other one, not the AMG, but the other deal, SG, kind of has all the splits and everything on the screen when you click the button. This one's a little bit different. It has your number one shot, how many shots, and then like your fastest split, or your number of splits. I guess you got to kind of cycle through to see whatever. But the other one, you can have them all in order, just like the other one. It's a little easier to cycle through. But this syncs up, I guess, easily with practice score, so might as well be familiar with it. But that, and now I'm rocking the Hunters HD and all that stuff, and then I got some other stuff coming, whatever. Anyway, but let's take a look at the gang. So I went, still liking the limited optics, and I'm still gonna mess with the Staccato. But for the meantime, I was rocking the polymer MMP 2.0 with the brass from Springer Precision, I think, or whoever these things are right here. The F1. It'll come to me in a minute. But it was a big issue with those. Those wouldn't even seat or something. I had to grind down the brass and all that stuff. But anyway, I was at a match, and another guy that I shoot with, like a law enforcement dude. I don't think I should say his name. Anyway, he noticed I had the brass and everything. Then he showed me he had the Carver Customs, the heavy one for the 2.0 metal. So it's like it's about 4 ounces or so, plus with the insert that I put in there that I had got like around on 4th of July. I don't know if you could see. It's in there. I had to like file that down and all kinds of stuff, kind of make it a little bit smoother. I didn't like the way it sounded with the metal on metal. But with that being, so it's not, it was a little gritty, or a little like metal on metal-ish. I kind of buffed it out, grinded it down a little bit, and then I don't remember if I said it in the last video, but it had a little lip on there. So of course I took that out, and now it's just smooth, goes right on in. Nothing gets caught. But that added 6 total ounces or so to this gun. But what it does is it just like, it like really fits my hand perfect. I know that's always a thing, and people say it's like, fits like a glove or whatever, but this one really does happen to fit me really well. As you can see, it pushes the bottom of my fingers up into the gun and to the bottom, instead of if I had that little bit more room and I'd be spread out a little bit. So it kind of keeps it up, kind of like how the Glock 19 does. And I do prefer the 19 over the 47 for that reason. It's smaller. My hands aren't that big to begin with. They're not that big, but they're like extremely, anyway, they're kind of thick-ish, I guess. They're just not huge freaking hands. But so anyway, that's what I'm messing with. This whole combination with the Carver Customs heavy was about 140 or something like that. 140, 160. I think it was 140, and then you wait for the codes and stuff like that. You get it off. It's usually free shipping over $99 or something like that, $100. So not a big deal. So I bought one, and then they sent me a 10% coupon discount or whatever when I bought the first one, and then I put one. So this is actually my practice gun. This is kind of my match gun, and I do have one for this, but I just took it off. And the reason why I took it off is because they got an IPSC style 2-day match coming up in Rio Salado in Arizona that we're gonna do. So I was gonna run the polymer gun, but I decided that if I'm strictly shooting these guns now, this thing's hot. I've been shooting it. I'm gonna go back to using this one. I've already shot 3 majors with this in the past. The first time I shot state match, the first time I shot Area 2, and then I shot the IPSC Nationals the following couple months after that. And then since then, I shot the Glock for 2 matches, and then I don't think and then the Western States matches or whatever, but that's 45 single stack. But I do have one for this, so I'll practice with this one and then use this one for the match, which I think I did already. But like I said, I took it off because I'm got to get used to the feeling of this gun by itself without the magwell for some IPSC stuff. That'll be next week. So once that's done, I'll go back to shooting limited optics, since IPSC is production optics. So I'll go back to that, and then kind of strictly be going to limited optics. There's a debate whether which one's the real one or not. Carry optics, limited optics, they're kind of both the same thing. What you do is most of the time you compare yourself to those people anyway. I do anyway. So at the clubs that we shoot, most of us just look at the overall, because we're not all comparable, but we're all in the same boat. Like the majority of everybody shooting carry optics or limited optics, minus that 1 guy, 2 guys that are shooting PCC or open that are going to be at the top anyway. But the rest of us, it's kind of like count those 2 or 3 people out. Then wherever you fall, you just count that as your place, whether you're LO or CO. But I mean, that's just the way it is. The only thing that's going to matter is a major. And I haven't shot too many majors this year. I'll shoot 2. I shot the 1, but that was with the single stack, and I'll be shooting 1 next week, 2 days for IPSC, and then the Area 2. And then there's pretty much not anything else going on in Arizona besides that for this rest of this year that I know of. But anyway, what else? I did ditch the Carver. Since this is the 4 1/4, I ditched the Carver Custom guide rod in the spring, and I went with the IMSC, I believe is what it is. And with the IMSC, is I was able to use them on the factory guide rod, the captured system. So I was messing around with the 13 pounder. I think I did a video on them. I have an 11 I never messed with, but when I put the 15 in there with this weight and everything, it feels pretty amazing. I know everything else does, obviously, but this one, you got to put no information into it. If you put any information to try to adjust for the recoil, I tend to be pushing them down. So yeah, it's just the less I do, the better this gun is. So we'll wrap this video up and we'll shoot like a build drill or something, maybe a couple build drills, just so we can kind of take a look at it, see how this gun runs, see how flat it is, and that's about it. But I'll have some more IPSC match videos and regular match videos coming up. I'll get back to the Staccato. I got something coming for the Staccato for their stock mags, the Metgar mags. So they should have been here already, but they're not, or else I'd be doing that video today. And then also, but they having some dirt bike magazine, some dirt bike stuff on the channel. So check some of that stuff out. That's just pretty cool. Go back and watch the old videos. But let me go ahead and put this, do some build drills, try to push the pace and see what we can do, and enjoy the rest of the video. Alright, you should be able to see the side of the gun. You should be able to see that target, and that's just how we'll do it. So just a couple of dry reps right here real quick. So my hand didn't quite get my support hand on there the way I wanted. Alright, let's go ahead and load them up. So what you're looking for is just to see how the gun tracks, see how the gun reciprocates, all that stuff, and kind of go from there. My skill doesn't have nothing to do with it. I have been slacking lately. So just keep paying attention to the gun, see how nice it is, how smooth it is. This hand always gets on there good. It's this hand that's not quite getting on there, but here we go. A 183. To draw the first shot was an 8.8. I got them all in there. So let's do another one. See if I can get in the 1.7s. .177. The draw on the first shot was a 1.44. The splits are 17s, 18, 21. So okay, so draw the first shot was a 84. 18, 19, 21, 18, 17. Okay, now I'm figuring out how to use this thing. So it looks like I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Oh, I got them all in there. All right, so let's see if we can break a sub 7. I don't know if I can. I don't think I've ever had a 1.6-ish, but here we go. It's not gonna happen. A 1.93. A little hesitant on that first shot. Probably because I knew the stakes. 94, a 22, a 19, a 19, a 19, and a 20. So I have what? 2 more. It's probably a little too close to shoot that still. Hell, we'll do it anyway. See what happens. It should be about 7 yards. So here we go. So that was a 124, 104, and a 20. It took a little longer because I was a little scared that that thing might ricochet, hit me in the nuts. You know what I'm saying? Not that I need them anymore, because the kids, we're trying to get rid of them as it is. But I should have all 18 in there. What fell? Still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I think they're all there. So anyway, hopefully the gun looked the way it should. Fast tracking. Once you get on the trigger with this Apex and kind of just bump fire it or whatever, most people say they smack the hell out of it. I don't know how that's possible. I think the fact is they get more finger in there and they come, it's like leverage. The more in there and you can move this one, it's less movement, so you're really riding it. But anyway, the gun's real fast. It could be a lot faster. I'm just not the right person to shoot it that fast. I think I was messing around with them. I had some 1.4s last week or whatever, which is the fastest by far I've ever shot a split. I think it was a 1.4 or a 1.5s, but it was pretty fast. But anyway, all in there. So this is the new limited optics gun, along with the Staccato, which will be coming back. The Carver Customs heavy magwell. So it's pretty big there. So we could check a look at it. Yeah, so I even got that caught up, but I still got it in there. Everybody that knows, these guns are extremely hard to reload, because they just are. They're a pain in the ass, but this makes it so easy. It was much easier than the brass. The brass being soft, it feels like it was almost gripping on there or sticking to it. But anyway, a little bit of fitment to get it on there, and it wasn't this I had to fit. It was the deal that goes in there. This screws into your piece that locks in everything in there. So you had to grind down that insert, the 2-ounce insert, to make it because it was a little high. So when you go to twist, then it goes to lock up on top. You had to grind that down a little bit to get it in there. But it's hot out here. It's already over 100 and some. So hopefully the camera didn't shut off. But there you have it. The latest iteration of my limited optics gun, the M&P 2.0, 4 1/4. This is the metal, the aluminium version. And I think every time I do a video on this, I keep saying it's better and better, the polymer, but I think this is the best version so far that I've had this gun. As you can see, if you watched my splits in the past, I don't think I've ever really shot that fast. But anyway, thanks for watching.